Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It is the 311th post, so I thought I would give tribute to the number 113. We'll also talk about 311 itself. The numbers are very much connected. To start this video, I want to watch two other videos that already exist on YouTube. The first one we'll watch is from the channel Dabu77, a very popular channel. You can see the subscriber count, the views. When we watch this video, I'm going to add some additional information that he doesn't have, and he even admits to not having in the video. So we'll watch his video. It's a good video, and then we'll fill in the blanks.
Hey guys, Dabu7. We often talk about the hidden things inside these movies, the messages that they tried to give us. 9/11 was a key event, and a lot of movies, cartoons even, had this portrayed in it. Now there's another.
Remember, he just said 9/11. I just did a video post connecting March 11th, 3/11. Some places written 113, where you write the day before the month, and September 11th. The span of days between the 93 World Trade Center bombing was 3,119 days. Within that number is 3/11 and 11/9. And these dates were very central to the World Trade Center. They were first proposed and approved on March 11th, and as we all know, they came down on September 11th. And in earlier history, the United States became involved in World War II on 3/11, March 11th, 1941, and further involved on the date September 11th, 1941, the day Pentagon construction began. If you have not seen my post on September 11th, please check that out. I go into these topics in much greater detail. Let's stay focused on this, though, for now.
Another kind of oddity that people have noticed throughout the years, and it is that A113, as you see right here, continuously pops up in almost every single Pixar movie out there. From Finding Nemo to Up, Toy Story, The Brave Little Toaster, The Princess and the Frog, The Simpsons, American Dad, all of these movies and shows containing somewhere or another hidden the A113. Now, when researching this, it got a lot of attention, but then Reddit tried to claim that they figured out exactly what this was.
I have to stop it right there. He just cited Reddit, True Seeker. Reddit is one of these 33 organizations. Reddit has a Pythagorean gematria of 33. Aaron Swartz, a key figure in the organization, had a curious death on 1/11, January 11th. Born on 1/18 in the year 86. So I just wanted to point this out. He's about to cite this as a source for where information's coming about 113. Well, you should always check your sources, because an organization based in the conspiracy is probably not going to give you the most truthful answer, but they might give you part of the truth. So just be aware, Reddit is part of this thing.
It could, what their answer states very well could be the true answer. It's that it came from the California Institute of Art, something along those lines. And this is the classroom in which all of these guys.
See, you guys, this is why I think Dabu77 might be a shill channel, because I mean, his information is just not very good. He has a lot of subscribers, but he's I don't know, maybe. Well, here, I'll just put it to rest. It's not from that. USA, U is the 21st letter. In Pythagorean gematria, 2 plus 1 for 21 becomes 3. S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 becomes 10. 1 plus 0 becomes 1. S becomes 1. And of course, A is the first letter. USA is 311. The other way to look at this is UK, where we came from. U, again, is 2 plus 1 equals 3. K is the 11th letter because it's a multiple of 11. In numerology, you don't have to reduce multiples of 11. UK is also 311. And then that's only the beginning of it. The word America with Pythagorean gematria sums to 32. U plus K with simple English gematria is 21 plus 11. UK equals 32. Maybe you're going, so what? Well, the date of the Declaration of Independence in numerology is this. Are you following me? July 4th, 1776. It has a numerology of 32. The American number. The word average equals 32. College equals 32. Career equals 32. All this stuff ties together. These are all numbers in a language. So the point is no, this did not come from California. If you're wondering what California equals in simple English gematria, it is 88. Let's move on.
Guys learn their craft of making movies and stuff. And what they do is they put this A113 in their movies as a little note to one another saying, hey, yeah, we're part of this group that all came from this classroom, and without it, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. That's what they state. Is there more to it? I don't know, but
notice how this has 113 and 119 coded right into it.
I'm going to run through a series of images here that show in all of these different movies the A113. Look at that, even on his ear. Something you might want to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for this down the road as you're watching other Pixar films. You can see it there. And it makes you wonder if they're going out of their way to put this in certain spots. Wow, look at that. Hidden in the cloud. Look at that. They're hidden it in the wood that is up here. I mean, is anyone ever going to see that? Wow. They go out of the way to hide this stuff. So for those of you that think that they're not doing this, they're at least not practicing it, that it's all a big joke, let this be proof right here. That they do indeed go out of their way to leave little messages to one another that only they understand. See, without this explanation, many people would never know. Many people may never even see it. I mean, look at this. License plates everywhere.
What explanation? He's showing you that it's everywhere, but he hasn't given you any explanation. He's even led the viewer to think that possibly it came from a door on an institute in California, which couldn't be further from the truth. That's the same thing they say about the band 311, which we'll also get into.
Room numbers. Mug shots. I mean,
remember, Simpson sums to 33. 11 times 3 is 33. This number is very much connected to 33.
and that one right there is a classic one. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely everywhere. So share this with friends and family, those that watch the cartoons or whatnot, those that have kids and watch these films, and you will see that this is literally everywhere. There they are pointing to it. I'll leave a link in the description box, guys.
Alright, so that was that video. Let's take a peek at one more and then I'll get into it. Just a few more images here. I'll turn this volume down though I'm not crazy about the music. What What do you guys think about music and videos? Do you think it makes them better? I know a lot of people do it. Do you guys remember when Wally came out? I was working with young children at that point in my life, and I thought this. I mean, the kids really liked it, which is just strange. I guess kids don't know any better, but this is adults watching the movie. You're thinking, what in the world? What is the message of this movie? If you haven't seen that, it's about people who are essentially, they've come to a point in life where they live in a chair, watching through a screen, and hit red or blue button, I think, for the type of slop food they want to eat when it's mealtime. And it's quite depressing. Alright, so just a few more images, and he did a good job of labeling it. So if you want to go check it out yourself. But anyway, yeah, let's just go through this one more time. U is the 21st letter. S, 19. U reduces to 3. S to 1. A is obviously 1. USA is 311. And once upon a time, there was the USSR, which is 3119. Just like the number of days between the 93 World Trade Center bombing and 2001 attack. This coding is not only in terrorist attacks, it's in nation acronyms. And just think about how similar the USA and USSR in history. Space programs, nuclear programs, United States of Soviet Russia, United States of America. You know? They both have a lot to do with March 11th in their history also. So let's see. Here's a list of TV shows documented where this A113's shown up. You can check out my blog if you want more of this information. We'll move on there. We've seen enough of that already. What I want to look at is the original animator for Disney. His name was Jack Kinney. Jack Kinney. I'm going to show you how coded this name is, life number, everything. Jack Kinney. Kinney is a name with 33 gematria, Pythagorean. If you do the K exception, it's also 42, like the meaning of life number. He was born March 29th, 1909. This is a date with 33 numerology. So 33 last name, 33 life number. Also, the name Jack with Pythagorean gematria, J is the 10th letter, becomes 1, A is 1, C is 3, K is 11. It doesn't have to be reduced. Look at the name Jack. It's 11311. And when we think of Jack in modern times, a lot of people will think of Jack in the Box, the fast food restaurant that now just goes by Jack. If you look up their history, they've had CEOs with 33 names and life numbers like so many other corporations. This coding is abound, even in the fast food chain. You just don't think of it. Here's those notes on USA, USSR, tongue twister. So, in his tradition, the current animators for Disney are John Musker and Ron Clements. Check these guys out. They have the name gematria. When you look at the titles of the Disney movies, the same stuff shows up too. It's even coded into the titles. It's not just the imagery, it's even within the words and the dates of release. So there's those gentlemen, the current animators for Disney. This number 113 in gematria, let's just look at some Jewish gematria and think about this. The word the word we use more often than any other in the English language, sums to 113 in Jewish gematria. In simple English gematria, it sums to 33, making you think, well, at least it makes me think, without a shadow of a doubt, that the English alphabet is very well thought out and very much based on these number systems. I think they wanted the to equal 33 and 113 in their numbering systems. And while many of us might think it's all arbitrary even if they did, I would like for you to consider the fact that maybe it's not all arbitrary and maybe somehow they have brought about a power in this world by doing this and coding this everywhere. Think of fish, the symbol used to, represent everything from Christianity and Jesus to evolution. Essentially the full spectrum with which we debate in. 113. Kids, our future. Gate. The things that hold us all back. Gates. Boeing. What's interesting about Boeing is it's up here on the 47th parallel in Seattle. Seattle was originally called Alki, like this. Alki, which has a simple English gematria of 33. The city's now named after Chief Seattle. Chief Seattle equals 113. Chief is 31, Seattle is 82. He gave his most famous speech in history on March 11th, or 3/11, Chief Seattle. So these Boeing connections, they connect to Chief Seattle. The numbers do not lie. Magdalene. Large. Big Bird. How many kids in this country were raised by Big Bird? I said I don't watch TV when I was growing up. My parents had me watch a lot of Sesame Street. This is a fact. I don't think I enjoyed it that much, but I do remember watching Sesame Street, being little, and being under blankets. Let's go down to simple English gematria. 113 is very interesting. Apocalypse. Universe. Salvation. The athletes Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant both have 113 in their names. Michael Jordan unexpectedly retired January 13th. The Costa Concordia crash was January 13th. It wrapped up its trial on 3/11. Or maybe it was November 3rd. I take it back. Same number sequence. So yeah, meaningful numbers encoded everywhere. Here's something that's not Disney or Pixar. This is the movie Omega Man, which is the same movie I Am Legend is based on. In that novel, it's the KV virus that wipes out humanity. K plus V is 33. Omega Man with Pythagorean gematria is 33. It stands for Crippen virus, which has the gematria of 74, so often coded with 33. Religion, periodic table, all through science. State names, geography. And in Planet of the Apes, it's ALZ 113 that wipes out humanity. 1968 films, 33 years before 9/11. ALZ 113. ALZ sums to 39 with simple English gematria, another number we talk a lot about, like flu. So yeah, you guys, this coding, it's everywhere. It's not just Disney and Pixar. The Disney Junior channel, this is all Freemasonry right here. They have so much pirate imagery. The word pirate is 33, the word robber is 33, the word banker is 33. Disney's a 31 word, Junior's a 33 word. These are the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Pirates and princesses. You know. This band 311, last year they released their 33rd hit single. 33 singles for the band 311 now. They're probably done. They emerged in the year 88, like so many other groups with 33 gematria emerged. Cypress Hill, Naughty by Nature. It's just, the coding is everywhere, Truth Seeker. And think about what 311s are. K, K, K. K is the 11th letter. You add 3 11s together, you get 33. 3 times 11 is 33. As I do this research, I ask why all the tributes to these numbers. Do the elites know something? Does God appreciate these numbers? Look at this great blizzard of 1888. Just along the way, I find lots of major storms and earthquakes on very curious dates. Going way back, it blows my mind. Is it all just a coincidence? From 311 to 314, the day we call as Pi Day. Cycles and circles. Just a thought. Casey Kasem. He had a very curious death. CK, he's got those 311 initials. Life. Curious death. Calvin Klein, 311. I just want to talk about this real quick. Disney's latest movie, animated film, Frozen, was released on the day Walt Disney's only daughter, who was born in the year 33 with a 33 name, she died on the day Frozen premiered. Frozen's all coded with numerology. It was their 53rd animated film. Right now, the number 53 is very important. Look at the name Elsa with Pythagorean gematria. E's the 5th letter. L is the 12th. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. S reduces to 1. A is 1. 5, 3 with the 311 coded right into it. Interesting, isn't it? And you just look at all the credits, the songs, the singers. It's all coded. Even, here's a recent story from the UK. Remember we said UK's 311? They got their stuff going on over there. 6 dead after Bin Lorry crashes into group of Christmas shoppers. So just days before Christmas, we get this story about a Bin Lorry. This story had been taken right out of a movie. Bin Lorry has the 113 gematria. The main family talked about was the Sweeney family, named with 33 gematria. Kevin at KM747 tweeted, horrific scenes in George Square. You guys, I want to take you back to the Boston Marathon bombing, which happened at 11 till 3. Look it up, 2:49 in the afternoon, 11 till 3. There were tweets and headlines like this all over the news that the streets of Boston were littered with limbs, body parts, all over the streets of Boston. Arms, legs, torsos. I wish back then my blog was running. I did not have a blog yet. I was not capturing images, but I just remember it like it was yesterday. Because then when I actually saw what happened, I saw that there were no images like that. But I said, whoa, what about all those headlines you guys put up at first? This is how it's done. Kevin at KM747. And look at, here's the letters KM, like MK Ultra. You know? Somebody sent me a nasty message about doing that post on MK Ultra because they said that MK Ultra is just a big hoax. Well, maybe it's overstated, but maybe they learned a lot of simple things about the way our brains work. And maybe it's just these simple tricks over and over that pacify humanity and keep us apathetic to these hoaxes and lies that are waged against us every day. Maybe this continual number coding numbs us, makes us more tolerant of it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out here. Just like you, Truth Seeker. Just trying to add what I've figured out. I've been listening to people like Dabu77 trying to get information from. They put out information, but they leave you with a lot of questions, and they'll lead you in the wrong way too. Here's some more coding, Truth Seeker. The Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam was added to the National Register of Historic Places and the National Historic Landmark, NRHP and NHL, on very curious dates. April 4th, 81 has a date numerology of 93. And August 20th, 1985 has a date numerology of 113. These numbers are so often coded together. Remember, it was the 93 World Trade Center bombing that was 3,119 days before September 11th. And also recall that on September 11th, there was Flight 93 of 33 passengers. Here, I want to show you something about the date September 11th, 2001. In numerology, you can pick the day, month, and year apart. 9 is already a single digit, so it stays. 11 is a multiple of 11, so it stays. Or it doesn't have to be reduced. It could also become 2, but you can leave it 11 because it's a multiple of 11. But 2001 is different. It's 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 equals 3. So this date in numerology also looks like this. 9113. So even September 11th had the 113 coding on it. And remember, it was 3,119 days before the flip of that. Here's another thought for what 113 might equal, Truth Seeker. The word mainstream and the word green screen equal 113. Mainstream and green screen in simple English. And more of our lives, our eyes are spending time looking at screens that now don't even present real images. Instead, it's all stuff that's in front of a green screen. From our news to our movies to so much more. This number is very important. It's always been important. Way before there was a California. Way before there was a Institute of Technology with a room number A113. That room's just further tribute to this ongoing tribute. What I want to do is put an end to this tribute and wake people up to really what's going on in this world and what they're spending their money on. There's a fellow truth seeker who runs a very successful website, and he told me he has to take his wife to Disneyland every year to pacify her, even though he knows it's all part of this corrupt thing. I say that's wrong. I say if your loved one wants to participate in this stuff, you have to show them why they shouldn't. You shouldn't give any more money to Disney or these companies or these movie studios. Not another dollar. You guys should check out my blog too. I got lots of information. Right here's just a list of important 3/11s in history. March 11th right here. Could do November 3rd as well, Truth Seeker. These people are repetitive. These numbers are very important to them. This coding is ongoing. All right, until next time.